Hi there everyone and welcome back to BRM Driving School. So we've got another mock test today. We've got Hugh and you've got a driving test coming up in the next couple of months.
In late June.
Late June, so what's that, about 6 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of time.
So yeah.
Hopefully.
So first attempt at the driving test.
Yeah.
And is this your first ever mock test, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yeah.
so you just want to see how you're getting on and you know what's good, what areas need improving, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with how the driving test works?
I think fairly.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right. So just for the benefit of those that haven't seen these videos already, it's about 40 minutes. 20 minutes of that is independent driving. There's one reversing manoeuvre and there may be an emergency stop. Whilst you're driving, just keep following the road ahead at all times.
Sure. Unless
traffic signs tell you otherwise, and if I want you to turn left or right,
sure,
I'll let you know in plenty of time.
Okay.
Just grab the sat nav here, so no surprise what type of test you're getting.
Are most of them sat nav?
About 4 out of every 5 tests is following the sat nav, and I've pretty much just spilt the entire content of my bag.
That's fine.
I'll sort that out later. Okay, no worries. So
okay, cool.
So yeah, so we'll start with the tell me question. So could you tell me, how would you check your power assisted steering is working on this car?
So when the ignition's off, it's very heavy steering, and when you would check it by, as you start the engine, turning it slightly, and it would become much easier to turn.
Yep, not a problem. So tell me question done now. I'll ask you your show me question as you're driving.
Yep.
Is there any questions, anything you want to ask before we start?
No, I think we're good.
Not a problem.
I'm sure I'll have plenty later.
Not a problem. So, alright, so I'll call it 10 to 6 on the watch. So, whenever you're ready, we will start the engine and you can drive away when it's safe.
Fab. Okay. I'm just going to come back slightly.
Not a problem. Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, it's a bit hot in here, stuffy.
It's been one of those days today. When the sun's out, it's quite hot, and then
exactly. It gets really misty after.
At the end of the road, turn right. Hugh's car today, so it's not being done in mine.
No judgment.
At the mini roundabout, turn left. That's the first exit. Sure. soon as you turn into this new road, it is a 20.
Oh yeah.
It's so well hidden in the bush,
Yes.
you can barely see it.
Where's that? Yeah. Oh, a very shiny road.
It's that awkward moment where it's raining and it's sunny at the
Yeah,
same time.
that awkward moment. But
Yeah. Only in Britain could it be sunny and rainy at the same time.
yeah. It's just a normal junction.
Yeah, we're going to take the next road on the right up ahead.
Okey-dokey.
Up ahead, could you pull over on the left, about a car length behind the blue car? Don't worry about any drop curbs or yellow lines
Sure.
on this occasion.
Car length from it, you say?
Yeah, about a car length away from it. So just make sure you have enough space to move off. So a little bit closer,
Yeah.
about there. Okay. Drive away when you're ready.
Okay. Oh, I'm just going to turn it off.
It's okay.
Don't mind. Okay, just wait for that car to come down. Okay.
Can you pull up on the left in a safe place? Drive away when you're ready. a safe place. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the independent drive part of your mock test.
Okay.
So I'm just going to set the sat nav up for you.
Sure.
Same with the driving test, these things take a few seconds to get started up.
That's fine.
There you go. Okay, so if I
Sorry.
no worries.
Is that going to come off? Yeah. God. Okay.
There you go. So is that okay where it is there?
It's good, yeah.
No problem. So we're going to be following that for about the next 20 minutes or so. If I
Fine.
want you to go off route, I'll just tell you to ignore the sat nav for a moment and
Fine.
I'll direct you.
All good.
Okay, so all good to start
Yeah.
again. Alright, drive away when you're ready.
Okay.
After 100 yards, turn left. Turn left.
As you go down here, the sat nav will say at the roundabout, it's at the traffic lights. I've updated the sat nav, but it hasn't updated this junction.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Yes, because it used to be a roundabout here, but they changed it to traffic lights.
Sure. Yes, sure. Okay.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit. After 800 yards, turn left. To 300 yards, turn left. Turn left. After 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. At the end of the road, turn right. Turn right. yards, turn left. At the end of the road, turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn left. Turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn left. At the end of the road, turn left, then turn right. Turn left, then turn right. Turn right.
You'll be amazed at how often people react when that signal changes.
I almost did. Okay. There we go. That's the ticket.
I'm just going to ask you to ignore the sat nav just for a few minutes. Could you take the next road on the right?
Yep. This one here.
This one here, yeah. And then you take either the first or the second right in the car park. And then what I'd like you to do is to drive forward into any bay of your choice, left or right. Make sure you finish between the lines.
Sure.
Happy with that one?
Yeah. Can I check with the
You
door?
can check, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Alright. Now what I'd like you to do is to reverse out the bay, steer either to your left or right, and I'll direct you to the exit.
Great.
Drive away when you're ready. So if you go round to the left, yeah. And then at the exit the car park, turn right.
Uh-huh.
Turn right.
Stay back there.
And if you follow the road to the right up ahead, and then you'll be following the sat nav again.
Sure.
first exit, then take the third left. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then take the third left. After 200 yards, turn left, then you have reached your destination on your left. Turn left, then you have reached your destination on your left.
Okay, and then we'll just find a safe place to pull up somewhere along this road.
Sure.
You have reached your destination on your left.
So that'll do there, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you make it all safe and turn it all off. Okay, so they wouldn't ask you this on your real test, but how do you think you did?
I'm a bit annoyed. I think I drove pretty well, but there were a few moments that I hesitated and second guessed. So I think I probably haven't passed.
So you think it's the hesitation?
Well, there are a few. I think I just didn't kind of make a decision enough in a few instances. There was that junction coming through that awkward bit where there's no priority on
that vehicle that came from the side.
Yes, yeah.
That one wasn't your fault.
Fine, okay.
Yeah. You reacted how you should have reacted to it.
Just to stop and wait.
Because they just pulled out.
Yeah.
I do actually have you down as a pass, but it was very close to not being a pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just count up. So.
Yeah.
So I can't count at the moment. 4, 5, 7, 8. So there's
Right,
8
okay.
faults. 4 of them were for the same thing. So
Right.
I very nearly had to fail it as what they call habitual fault, where the same fault repeatedly came up.
What was that for?
When you're pulling away, so when you're pulling away from the side of the road, where do you need to look?
Blind spot.
Yeah. You're not
Sure.
checking your right blind spot.
Oh, the right one, okay.
Yeah. You're checking your left blind spot, you're going left mirror, centre mirror, and then you're going to your right mirror.
And not enough round.
We're not looking in the right
Fine,
blind
okay.
spot.
Sure.
So we just needed just to go like that.
Literally just that. Okay.
Literally just like that. 4 of them have gone straight away.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Fine.
No worries. So it is 8 driver faults, so 4 of them are that. So
Yeah.
that's quite an easy fault to get rid of.
Yeah,
Just,
sure.
Pretend there's a parrot on your shoulder. and
Yes, crick your neck,
Yeah, kiss the parrot, as they say.
Yeah.
There's one for use as mirror change of speed. So we were going along this road and you had parked cars on your side.
Yeah.
You were going past them on the right, and then a vehicle came in. We jumped into a gap to let them through.
As in just now? Yeah.
It was about halfway through.
Oh, sorry. Okay, fine.
About halfway through.
Oh, sorry, not this road, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was about halfway through.
Uh-huh.
You were passing parked vehicles on your side. A vehicle came towards you. You correctly got into the gap to let them through, but we didn't check the mirrors
Fine, okay.
when we did it.
Sure, yeah.
2 for not using the signals when necessary. So
Sure, okay.
one of them was just before that thing that I mentioned. You were turning right at a junction. Didn't have your right signal on that one.
Sure.
And the other one was at Headington roundabout near the end.
Yes.
You were in the middle lane.
Oh, yeah, it goes forward, it goes straight ahead.
Yeah,
and
that
right,
that middle lane goes
okay.
straight ahead and right. We should have had a right signal on.
Sure, okay. Fine.
And then one for use of speed. So we were going down London Road. It was
Yes,
towards
it was 20, wasn't it?
towards that pub you were mentioning.
I didn't.
You're doing about 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hedging my bets too much. Okay.
Yeah. So just need to be a little bit slower. It does deceive people, that road, because it's such
So wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's such a wide road, it feels like you're going really slow, but the speed limit is 20. So yeah, so yeah, as we said, 8 driver faults. 4 of them you can get rid of pretty easily. Those, you know, the 2 signal ones you can get rid of pretty easily.
Yeah.
Use of speed, again, you can get rid of that pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then your change of speed. It was, I think it was just one of those things that it's suddenly happened, but we just in that moment we just forgot to check the mirrors. But
fine.
pretty much those faults there, you can easily get rid of those.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great.
So no worries. So you know, is there any questions, anything you want to ask about the mock test?
Well, with signalling,
Yeah.
actually, that's one, because when where was it? Franklin Road, is it?
Yes.
And that's when we set up the
sat nav. Yeah.
So when I pulled away there, that was fine to
Yeah.
not signal because there was no one around.
Yeah.
basically.
If you're pulling over or pulling away, as long as
Yeah.
you've had a good look and there's no one around,
Yeah.
you don't have to signal because there's no
Sure.
one to benefit from that
Yeah, that's
signal.
it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If there was anyone around,
Yeah.
then it would have been good.
Pedestrians, cars, and if anyone who could benefit from the signal,
Sure. Okay.
we give them the signal.
Cool.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the speed, that was fine. I just need
Yeah,
to memorize
just
the
just
on that road.
other than that one bit of the speed,
Fine.
otherwise it's fine.
Cool.
No
Okay.
worries.
Oh, sorry. One thing as well was the when we were coming up to the I can't remember which was it Hayford. I can't remember which roundabout it was.
Headington, was it?
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, and you told me to get into we were going to be taking a right, you know, past 12 o'clock
Yeah.
exit,
Mhm.
and I moved over basically as soon as you'd said
Yeah.
we're going to take. Was that a bit early to move over? Probably.
It was a little bit early, but it's because it's the sign that's there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do get fooled by
Yeah.
it, but the sign is still about 3/4 of a mile away from the roundabout.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on that sign that says how far away the roundabout
Right.
is.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
I think if that, you know, you can only act on the information that you give, and you're
Yeah.
just being told that there's a sign for a roundabout.
Yeah.
But from where you're positioned, there's no way of possibly knowing how far away it is.
Yes, okay.
All you know is there's a roundabout coming.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fine on that one.
Fine.
Ideally, in a perfect scenario, if I was teaching you rather than
Yeah.
doing a mock test, I would have said go on a bit further forward before moving
Yes.
over. But
Wait until the
Yeah.
lines have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you know, otherwise, you know, nothing was seriously wrong with it.
Sure. Okay.
Anyways,
Great.
yeah, was anything else?
So that's it. Actually.
Not a
Thanks.
problem. All right, so yeah, so that'll be the end of this video here. If anyone wants a mock test, I'll leave a link to my Facebook page down below, and we'll see you again soon.